G'day and welcome back to the Pillars of Ranternity. It's been a little while for me, about a month in fact. Since the last time I played, not only has the Deadfire beta come out, but also there's a new DLC, Deadfire uniques and soulbound items that'll show up, new portraits, not that that's going to matter, and the ability to send telemetry back to Obsidian. Yeah, I'll do that. Alrighty. Where were we? We were in Copper Lane. I don't have... Oh, right. Trading Company next is there. Rogue Knight. Right. Investigate Murders is the most recent save. I kind of wish that, that was more obvious when looking at this interface, but I guess you're going to get past everything else. So let's get going. Combat scaling is definitely an interesting thing. Wow, that was odd to see the text change the way it did then. Forgot how long load screens get in this game. I believe it's been improved since the first release, but I'm also running a better rig and, other bits and pieces. So, first question. Do we have new items showing up in our inventory straight away? Or is it something that we're going to have to go to our keep to get? I suspect it'll be keep. Right now, I have Investigate Murders as my current task. I believe I need to talk to the actors about this. I really should spend this time getting into character. I'm looking for Kendall. Apparently he joined your group, no experience, terrible actor. Sound familiar? She narrows her silvered eyes. I'm not sure who this Kendall is or why you'd malign our talent, but rest assured we have a process for evoking a satisfying performance from even the most inexperienced players. Okay. Is there anyone else we can talk to? Uh-huh. Can we go up here, I wonder?
Nothing will slip past me.
Okay. So we got none of these things that are useful. Oh, right. No, this is literally the person we want to talk to. But then, well, he can't talk right now. Is that come back later? And where's the actual quest? When I say investigate murders, I kind of expected... here we go. Tasks. Investigate the mysterious seal. Missing sentries. Call to court. No, I do not see these things. Final act. Okay, Kendall is an expiring actor. Okay, so yes, these are the people that we want to talk to, but he can't talk right now. So I guess we'll go talk to, Oli, since we can't get that done right now. Sorry, I really should have looked into this beforehand. I wish there was a way to just skip to the edge of the map.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
And we've got a buff on right now. How are we doing for our building, by the way? So, 2 days until... No, that's... Okay, chapel is in progress. 8 hours. Cool. So if we were to rest right now, we would get something. Also, we are tired. So we will probably do that. So when the game first launched, combats fatigued you. And the athletic skill helped to reduce that problem. But since then, they basically patched that feature out. So the only way you end up fatigued these days is if you fail in some sort of story segment. So I think that was from failing to climb a wall, if I remember previous episodes correctly. It's kind of interesting to have them see that, like to just see that slowly disappear as a feature from the game. Alright, so we want to go to the Salty Mast, see if we can find Oli. I've already been through here a number of times, so we really don't need to sneak through, hoping to find things. I kind of hope they handle that better in the sequel. It's just not very interesting behavior.
I'm on the trail.
Okay, where are we? Oli. That's older drunkard. No, that's not a name. Ranneko. Big Durmsy. There we go. Hey, buddy. The man is at the table by himself, but he constantly glances at the opposite bench as if waiting for someone. He reeks of alcohol, and he moves with the torpor of someone who's gotten used to spending most of his time drunk. This table's taken. Find another. He spreads his elbows on the wood and pulls his drink between them. I've got questions about Lendry. His face twists into a confused scowl. What's it to you? Let's see. I'm gonna go with finish Oli's drink. I mean, you're drinking, buddy. I've got questions for you. He stares at you, flabbergasted. Well then, ask away. So, what was it you were wanting with Oh, sorry. This is him talking. So, what was it you were wanting with Lendry? Tell me about him. He spent most of his time here, drinking with me. Tells you enough, don't it? He didn't volunteer details. I didn't ask. We had working man's hands and working man's taste for drink. And when and where did you last see him? Right here, getting a drink with me. Just like we have every night for the last 5 years. Couldn't tell you much about him, and I think he preferred it that way. Probably why we got on so well. Plenty of things we didn't talk about. Anyway, I remember that night because he said things were finally turning around. He said I was going to find a steady job, clean up, have another crack at the respectable life. I told him that in that case he could buy the drinks. That's when she showed up. Who's this woman you're talking about? Real fancy lady, name's Lumdala. He taps his head. I don't remember much these days, but I remember her. Usually you have to pay a month's copper to spend a night with a woman like that. But Lumdala, he shakes his head. She was all over Lendry that night, left with him too. Where did they go? She said they were going on to see some frilly performance. If you ask me, they had their own plans to perform that night. He makes an obscene gesture and grins. She just said they had to pick something up at her house in Copper Lane first. Some cozy little place by the non-gate. Even a little drunk like me knows what that means. For what it's worth, she said she earns her coin over at that amphitheater in Copper Lane. Maybe that's what, that's what they said they were going to go see this show. Maybe someone there saw him. And, yeah, if you find him, let me know if you find him yet, because that bar serves me around if he's found the good life. Okay, so, both of them point towards the acting ring, but neither of them is particularly helpful. So let's check out her place. A little bit of breaking and entering never hurt anyone in a video game. Okay, so we'll go out. That's not the button I meant to press. Getting Alt and D mixed up. Not helpful. Okay, so Copper Lane. All the rest is in Copper Lane, I guess. Let's see what we got on the map.
A campfire would be
Lumdala's house. Up we go. You asked me for one. What? You asked me for one. I said no. Not until you're older and more. Oh, right. This is. You asked me for one. I said no. Not until you're older and more responsible. Do you remember this conversation? Gordy's eyes are fixed on the ground in front of him. Yes, sir. And yet I find you out here playing with a blade that clearly belongs to the knights. Do you see the problem? I didn't steal it, honest. I traded a secret for it. He points at you. Ask her. Is what my son says true? Let's go with... He wants to be a Crucible Knight. I thought it was a good way to get him started in an honorable profession. He stares at you for a moment and shakes his head. Well, I don't approve of my boy having a weapon, but I'm glad he's no thief. You can keep the blade, but I'll be holding on to it until you're a squire with the knights. Come along, Gordy. Won't have you loitering out here all day. Nice. That was confusing, but pretty cool. Confusing only because I wasn't actually tracking my characters. Come on, so we're on day 61 of this whole adventure. 2 months have passed since the caravan. Interesting. Alright. Now we go off accelerated and go into Sneaky Town. Why is the door unlocked? I mean, I guess that's a question that we should be asking about many of these things. The light of dawn, traveling ghost to happen upon a starving man. Oh, I must have been in here before. Because otherwise that wouldn't have been grey. Yeah, definitely been in here before. Unlocking this will require a proper key. Okay. I can't pickpocket people in this game. So I guess next step is go talk to Lumdala. Yeah. Awkward. I wonder when I did actually look in there. Just so many things blur together in this game, unfortunately. Maybe a sign that I should skip some of these quests. I mean, if you think I should be skipping more quests, let me know. I'm happy to do them off camera. I probably won't skip them because I don't like skipping quests in role-playing games. What if I need the things later? Kadal? Lumdala.
Day to you.
Ollie said his friend Landry was last seen with you. A drunken Andrus gives men flatter themselves when it comes to the attentions of a beautiful woman. The pallid knight herself could waltz into that bar and he'd believe she was there to sit on his lap and listen to body stories. That reminds me, if you had the one about the fisherwoman and the long-finned ice sucker... She glances around. I should probably tell it another time. I trust his word more than yours. He's got nothing to gain by lying. Nothing to gain but a little tavern hall admiration. The men there compete with tales of conquest they can only dream of, but you clearly found his performance convincing enough. I can't hear sort need to be trusted. Okay. So again, like, this gives me nothing. Nothing I can do. I mean, I could, in theory, attack her, but that seems dumb.
On the hunt.
It's not like I can do anything with this. So, what? Do I just need to come back at a later time? I'm really confused by this. Right. I mean, we've got Lumdala. We talked to Lumdala. We can't talk to Kendall. So Elka in Brackenbury. Ah, right. We have missed someone. Okay. Brackenbury it is. I missed one.
You must
Getting kind of sick of that aspect. Okay. I mean, Lumdala is clearly sus. Super sus. So let's do this. Laura. Loka. Merchant. Marketplace. Kind of annoying that, like, everyone points you to the same place, but you just can't press the issue there? I literally can't even talk to Kendall. Come on. Dig, dig, chop, chop. Alright. Okay. Laura, there you are.
Well, Welcome.
Always good to see some familiar face. How can I help you? I'm looking into some disappearances. I hear your sister's gone missing. I didn't think anyone would help me. When Cora disappeared, I tried dinner to row, the Crucible Knights, even the dozens here. No one had time to look for a missing girl then. That was 3 weeks ago. If there's anything I can tell you that'll help, just ask. Tell me about Cora. She's my younger sister, always had a head full of dreams. She was convinced there was someone special waiting for her and that she'd be remembered and happy and important. She's got plenty of heart, but not the commitment to match. Still, when she got to that theatre job, I thought she was about to turn around. And what was she doing around the time she disappeared? She'd just gone into this acting troupe called concentrate. The Revel of Stars, that's it. She was pretty inexperienced. I think that was why she was excited to get a role. I'm afraid I don't know anything else about it. And where did you last see her? At our house, getting ready for the big performance. Did you see Cora with anyone when she disappeared? She is very sociable. She always enjoyed crowds. I'm afraid I can't narrow it down beyond that. That's all I need to know right now. I don't know how much it means to me. Just to know that someone is actually looking for her. Anything else I can do for you? Nah. Yep, it's definitely all Lumdala. All the time. Nothing sus. So now we'll end up going to the house, unlocking the door, and then fighting, having a scrap.
Greetings.
I was wondering if a woman named Cora was part of your group. I can't say I recognize the name. She suddenly seems very focused on the length of her fingernails. That you can remember the lines from a play, but not the name of a fellow actor? My work requires great focus and attention. I don't have time to memorize the name of every engineer who joins our group for a week. Surely there's someone else you can talk to about this. I'm but a humble actor, and yet you're connected to 3 disappearances you claim to know nothing about. Then what do you expect me to say on the subject? If you'll excuse me, I have a performance to attend to. Kadal steps up next to you, his gaze fixed on the other actors, his voice low. Meet me in Lumdala's house. I know what's going on. He claps his hands and whistles at the other actors. Well done indeed. Okay, good. I'm kind of annoyed that you have to investigate all 3 to get to that point, but whatever. And up we go, and a young man appears before you, trembling and excited. You! I saw you with Lumdala, by the amphitheater. Look, I don't know what your business with her is, but I just want out of this mess. I just came by to grab my things. Let me leave, alright? Take a breath and calm down. Tell me what's going on so I can help you. Thank you, but there's not much time. Lumdala's out to get me, and I need to get out of here, maybe out of the city. This opens the door behind you. There's a passage in there leading down to a theater. It's easier if you see for yourself. Since I've helped you, I want your promise. You'll leave my name out of this. Follow vultures, you're likely to get carrion. All I care about is preventing another disappearance. What you did before is irrelevant to me. Thank you, and good luck. He doesn't look you in the eye.
I'll see what I can find.
Let's see what's in here.
Let's see what's in there. Yes, indeed. Oh, nice. A storeroom. I'll take that. Anything else? Yes. Give me your things. All of your things. They are mine. You've been involved in murder, so I'm well justified in taking all your things. Not that that would probably have stopped me, because this is a game, and loot is the most valuable of all things. That's a soul. Ah! Aha! Interesting. And yeah, this is not at all foreboding or creepy. A simple, silken scarf is crumpled on the filthy flagstones. Essence radiates from it like heat. And the closer you get to it, the more you feel a confusing mixture of joy, surprise, and pain. They were making snuff plays, aren't they? You hold the scarf and focus on it, and the world around you shifts. Something about you shifts too. The smooth fabric is still in your hands, but you're in a small yet cozy house, and Laura's looking from the scarf back to you, asking if you like it. She's smiling because the answer's written on your face. That was 4 years ago, and you still wear the scarf on days like today. After all, you wore it the first day you met the actress with the silvered eyes, so who's to say it won't bring you luck again tonight? It's nestled around your throat, soft and warm and comforting. You're halfway through the third act. You can feel the audience's eyes on you, hungry and attentive. You were nervous at first when that woman brought you down here. You wondered what kind of show you'd signed up for, but this has gone better than you could have hoped. You reach the end of your monologue and the scarf tightens around your neck. It chokes the final line from your throat, which is embarrassing because your debut is going so well. But when you try to pull the scarf away, it only tightens further. You're confused and you look to the audience expecting someone to rush to your rescue, but then you see their eyes, that hungry, attentive look, and you understand. The stage fades to black. The scarf falls from your hand and flutters to the ground, but Cora's soul lingers, stuck between a familiar token and a question. It wants to know, but it wants to retreat. Let's go with... You had your sister's love and the courage to follow your dreams. Take comfort in that, as you find your way to the next life. The soul glows with warmth before fading back into the fabric of the scarf. And now it's fight time! Lumdala emerges from the shadows, her silvered eyes glowing in the darkness. Well, well, if it isn't our friend from Dinnet Row. Stay silent. Such presence. You'd have made a fine actor, you know. But perhaps we can still work together. You and I both want to get out of here alive, and no doubt you need a scapegoat. It just so happens that I know someone who's perfect for the part. I stage my performances for certain wealthy patrons. One, in particular, would make a valuable catch. You agree to a truce, and I'll give you his name. Explain why this is a better deal for me. Don't be naive. You're a woman of principle. You want to help Defiance Bay, don't you? Save its people from those who would prey upon them? Think of it this way. I only feed a demand. I'm offering you the man whose money and connections made my performances possible in the first place. Nope, no deal. As you wish. Stop them. Charge. You. What do you have? Do you have anything? Field triage? No. Hastening exhortation. Lay on hands, flames of devotion. Okay, and durance. How about you stun him? How about you wounding shot the sun? And let's see. Whoops, that was a mistake. Oh, you're kidding me. Sometimes this game is pain in the neck. Can you just let me murder this person? Okay, you. And you. Chain lightning. 6 nearby enemies. No. I said cast that spell. Oh, I see. Gaze of the Adragon. Arcane Reflection, no. Call to Slumber, that could be interesting. But let's do this one. Okay, now you
Just say the word.
go up here, you attack this one. Good. Nice. Alright, fine. I was hoping to get a little bit more soul-based action going, but that's all good. And yeah, apparently a wee kip is in order. Ring of Protection, and no clue to the employer. That's a pity.
I'll see what I can find.
But not exactly surprising. Okay, anything here? Nah. Okie dokie. Well, that was pretty satisfying in terms of completing that task, so I guess now the last part is going and telling everyone about it. But yeah, I guess the that switch explains why it was set up the way it was. Why that picture looked familiar. It's like, why is it using the generic Defiant Space Sewer image? Okay, now I need to go to you first. Come on. So we go off here. Dr. Laura?
Hail, traveler.
I have news about your sister. Cora's dead. I don't know what to say. I tried to keep my hopes up, but I think part of me already knew. It doesn't make it any easier, though. I can't help but think if someone had looked for her sooner, when I first asked, maybe she'd be here. We caught those responsible and prevented this from happening to others. That's what matters now. Yes, you're right. I suppose I'll have to make arrangements. Thank you for finding her. Anything else I can do for you? Nope. Okay, next. There's nothing down here that we need to worry about, as I recall. So then we go Andra's Gift, Copper Lane. Because the quest giver was also off of Copper Lane. Yeah, okay, yep, that's all fine. Both of those NPCs that we could talk to are gone. So this is the closest exit. And we'll finish the episode at the end of the quest. I mean, technically, I think the quest is complete. No, return to Curran at Hadrid House. Alrighty. But I'm going to talk to each of the people involved because I feel that it is worth telling people when you know the fates. But magical snuff, please. Okay. Of course. What a concept. Way more, people hungry than regular ones, I assume? I don't know. I prefer not to think about that kind of thing. Okay, now let's go and chat with Oli. Oli? One of them. There's a name. They're a named NPC. What do you find? Is Lendry living the high life with his respectable job and fancy lady? No, Lendry's dead. Well, if that don't just... I told the clod to enjoy a simple life. We got these high-minded ideas and couldn't stop thinking about how things might be different. Thanks for telling me, I guess. I'm gonna drink a few more of these. Get yourself cleaned up and out of here. No promises, but maybe after this one. And now, one last one, Copper Lane. Well, two people, in fact. Out and Copper Lane. And then probably a nap. And we go on to the next quest. Not Copper Lane, Brackenbury. I always seem to get those two confused. Don't know why. But we're basically finished the final act.
Perhaps a little rest is in order. And this gash here is from when I woke up with a wolf pack trying to eat me.
There.
That's an odd look.
Mauled by a bear 7 years ago.
Oh yeah, look here.
Good
And
day to you.
here.
Nice.
Once the bull had me properly hooked on its horns, things got worse.
Okay. I'm afraid I have bad news. Wait, he's not dead. He left. Wasn't Kendall the actor? Steel yourself, Elka. He's dead. I see. I knew that woman was trouble. Are you okay? Oh, of course. Like I said, it was nothing serious to me. It's just sad to think of someone so young. I appreciate you telling me. I think I need some time to myself right now. Okay. And now, hand in the quest. I believe it was in here. Karen.
Good day to you.
Back with news, perhaps? I've found the missing people. They were all murdered. A woman named Lumdala killed them as part of her performances. Something big. I knew. I'll send my men after her right away. It's too late for that. She confronted me before I could get to you, and I killed her. Indeed, I can't say I'm terribly sorry. You've been a resourceful investigator, and your shrewdness has helped resolve a most troublesome case and saved many lives, I'm sure. It was worth it to put a stop to this. Take this as payment for your services. Oh, nice! You got, like, resolve, which I assume is for negotiating for more. I mean, no payments necessary. Most generous of you. Donadro will long remember this, as will I. And you should you decide that lengthy investigations and low pay are your style, there's a place for you here at Donadro. Dunrid. Okay, completed, and we got a great rep now. So what do we have? We've got to sort out the trade agreement in Twin Elms. And not doing his better half yet. Not doing that yet. Not doing that yet. The dream, we need to do something about that. And the master below, so we'll probably go back and do some of that at some point. Undying Heritage. Yes, Heritage Hill, we need to do that. We need to get to Heritage Hill. And yeah, we need to do that. And finally, there's other bits and pieces. Missing sentries, so we can get to Heritage Hill now. Investigate the mysterious seals, so we'll probably go back to the Endless Paths at some point. And Called to Court is another one we need to do. So I think I'm going to go back and do some of the Endless Paths next time. Until then, have a great day. Bye.